Hey everyone, it's Jordan, and today I have another round of Ticket to Read. So Ticket to Read is a TBR game that I play every month where I draw 3 ticket cards and 4 train cards every month to pick my TBR, and I place trains on the board as I go. And if you want to know all the rules and stuff, the link will be in the corner of the whole playlist on how this series started, but let me talk about how I did in February. So these were the books that I was supposed to read in February, plus A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. And February, I'm filming this on the 18th of February. I know I have like 10 days left in a month, but it's not going well so far. So I'm still currently reading A Touch of Darkness, which I'll be finishing by the end of the month for sure. And I DNF'd The Wicked Cane. I apologize if everybody loves this series, but I couldn't get into this as much as the first book, so this was a DNF for me. And I'm currently reading You Have a Match by Emma Lord on audiobooks, so I will get this done by the end of the month for sure. Which leaves me these 4 books. I'm still loving audiobooks so far, so I'm be keeping Gemina and Case for Jamie and mine for audiobook options, so I will definitely keep that in mind. So I might roll over into March. And for Throne of Glass and these Vengeful Hearts, I will probably roll one of them over as well, depending on my mood towards the end of the month. So to be honest, with all the books that I've completed, I only completed 2 books, but I probably will complete one of these by the end of the month. So my goal for March is to take it easy on myself, even though I know that I'll be busy for the next few months, but I do still want to get a little bit more reading in, so hopefully I'll be out of the reading slump, but I'm still not going to push myself to complete as many books as I want to just because of my busy schedule. So yep, and again, I'm not going to be participating in any readathons just because I'm going to wait until after my wedding and honeymoon, then I'll participate in readathons. But for now, I'm just want to take it easy on myself for March, so let's get to the first draw. So these were the cards that were picked for last month. And these train cards were the ones that were picked for last month. For this month, for February, even though it was kind of a good reading month, but also not a good reading month, just because I was slowing down with my reading, I just only have completed 3 books at this point, so I'm gonna go right to here. So yeah, that's what the board would look like, but now let's draw some ticket cards. So the first ticket card that I have here is Standalone. So the first ticket card I have here is Standalone, which means a book that is not part of a series. And the book that I picked for this is The Supervillain and Me by Danielle. Venice. This is about a girl whose brother who is a superhero, and then she gets captured by his nemesis and then finds out that he's not as bad as he seems that he is. That's all I know about it. I haven't heard anybody talk about it in BookTube. It's a very underrated book. I just saw it in Barnes & Noble one day and I just wanted to pick it up, so that's why I picked it up. And I'm very curious about it since it came out like a couple of years ago, and I'm still curious about it to this day, and it's one of my 4-star predictions, so hopefully it'll be a 5-star for me. But I am really curious, and I'm just excited to pick it up when nobody has talked about it on BookTube. And the next ticket card that I have here is New Release. And the next card that I have here is New Release, which means new release book. My rule for new release is current to 3 months ago. No matter how much I want to read these Deadly Games by Diana Urban, I'm in a contemporary mood right now, and the book that I picked for this is What True Loves by Elise Bryant. This is the companion book to Happily Ever Afters, and this is about Tessa's friend and Cruise. I think she goes to hang to NYU. That's it. Okay, so yeah, and that's all I know about it. And I loved Happily Ever After so much that I wanted to read this one, and plus I'm very curious since I really liked Happily Ever After so much, and like I said, this is a companion novel, so yeah, either way, I'm just really excited to pick this up since I love Happily Ever After so much. And the last ticket card that I have here is, random number generator. And the last ticket card that I have here is random number generator, which I was hoping not to get this one just because I'm trying to kind of mood read in March, but I just hope that the book that the number pick is a book that I'm in the mood for, but shall see. I have the number generator up, and let me generate a number. 173. Okay, so this is going to be a long process. I'm going to turn off my camera and do some counting because I don't want to run out of battery. So, yeah, and I didn't count all my books. I just counted. The last time I counted my books was 187. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but I'm going to go grab that book and see what 173rd book is. I'm back. So the book that is 173, which was on this bottom shelf. Here was The Upside of Falling by Alex. Like, this was an anticipated book of mine like a couple of years ago, and I still haven't picked it up, and it's a contemporary book about a girl who lies about having a boyfriend, and then a popular guy pretends to be her boyfriend. That's basically the premise of it. It's so short, and I'm glad that it's a contemporary because I'm in a contemporary mood. But it is $2.79, so yeah, it's about under 300 pages, but I'm glad that I got contemporary because I'm in a contemporary mood, and this was my number generator pick. And now for the train cards. So the first train card that I have here is, blue for sci-fi. So the first train card I have here is blue, which means sci-fi. Don't know why I just haven't been in a mood for sci-fi lately, but the book that I picked for this is God is in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. This is about a girl who was in a sleep for 1,000 years when she was supposed to be asleep for 100, and then she wakes up 1,000 years later finding out that her family and friends are died, and the new generations of people have called her a goddess. So that's all I know about it, and I haven't heard many people talk about it on BookTube either, so I'm curious about it, and I just... That's the only thing that got me curious about. I got this in a book box like a few years ago, so hopefully I end up enjoying it because the premise really caught my interest when I got it from a book box. And the next train card that I have here is, another sci-fi. And the next train card here is another blue, and apparently Ticket to Read wants me to read sci-fi, which I kind of wasn't in a mood for, but I'm still gonna give it a try anyway because I do like sci-fi whenever I'm in a mood for it. But the next book the other sci-fi that I picked is The Diabolic by Sj Kincaid. This is about, I don't remember what this is about. I think it's about a girl has a robot that is disguising as her. I don't know much about it other than like it has a cool cover with a robotic butterfly, but other than that I don't know that much about it, but I'm still excited to pick it up because I know that it was kind of hyped when it first came out, but now it's died down, or it's just been very underrated for so long. But yeah, I'm curious about it, and I'm kind of excited about it because I don't know much about it, but I'm excited to read it anyway. And the next train card that I have here is, black for classic. And the next ticket card I have here is black, which means a classic. I haven't been reading a lot of classics lately because I don't know why, I just haven't been in the mood for it, so I decided to pick a reread, and the book that I picked for this is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which is one of my favorite classics, and plus it's super short, and I just want to pick it up. If you don't know what this book is about a man who just moves into town and visits his cousin, and then he finds out about this guy named Sj Gatsby, and that's the only thing I want to give you guys because I don't want to say too much, but it's one of my favorite classics, and I love the Leonardo DiCaprio's version, so I have been wanting to rewatch that for a long time, so yeah, and yeah, I'm just excited for a reread, especially a classic that I really enjoyed. And the last trading card that I have here is, oh, fantasy. And the last trading card I have here is purple, which means fantasy. I did want to pick a book that I've been wanting to read for a while, but this one I picked specifically because it's part of my these books will self-destruct in 12 months video, and I just want to get it out of the way, which is Savage the Songs by Tara Sim. And I tried Tara Sim book before, but I DNF'd it, but I got this in a book box a few years ago, so I kind of caught my eye and I wanted to give her a second chance, which is this one is a kind of Monte Cristo. Is it the Monte Cristo? Yeah, that's what that's a retelling of that, and I don't know much about that classic. I know it's huge, and I'm kind of don't want to pick up the classic, so maybe this one will grab my interest. I don't know, but hopefully I end up enjoying this. But I know that if I don't, this is gonna be on hold because that's part of these books will self-destruct in 12 months video. But yeah, kind of excited to pick it up. I'm also nervous to pick it up at the same time. So these are all the books that I'm planning on reading for March. This stack isn't too bad. Each books are like in a decent side, like at least 300 to 350 pages each, other than The Great Gatsby, which is the shortest out of all of them. But yeah, I'm excited about my TBR. I have a variety of genres, and yeah, hopefully March will be more successful than February for me. So that is all of this round's ticket to read video. Enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up, and comment down below what you're planning on reading in March. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so we know if I ever post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!